Welcome to Miss Scarlett, the place to be feminine. Subscribe and enjoy. Freya sat at her vanity, her eyes scanning the array of makeup and beauty products that adorned the surface. She picked up a brush, tapping it gently on the table as she thought, her eyes narrowed in concentration. You know, Mart, I think a smoky eye would look amazing on you tonight. It'll make your green eyes pop, and with the right lashes, woo, girl, you're gonna turn some heads. I bit my lip, excitement bubbling within me. I'd always been intrigued by makeup and fashion, but it wasn't something I'd ever explored beyond the occasional secretive experiment when Freya was out. Now, with her encouragement and guidance, I felt ready to dive into the world of glamour and transformation. Okay, I replied, my voice laced with anticipation. I've never done a smoky eye before. Where do we start? Freya's face lit up, and she leaned forward, her enthusiasm palpable. First, we need to prep your canvas. Skincare is key, baby. We don't want any dry patches ruining our masterpiece. Let's get you cleansed, toned, and moisturized. She jumped up and disappeared into the bathroom, returning with a handful of products. She settled back at the vanity and began to explain each step, from the gentle cleanser that foamed lightly as she massaged it into my skin, to the hydrating moisturizer that left my face feeling plump and refreshed. Now, she continued, we need to prime. This will create a smooth base for our makeup and ensure it lasts all night. No smudging or sliding off halfway through. Okay? I nodded, transfixed by her every word. I loved how she was including me in the process, explaining each step as if I were her student, eager to learn the ways of the beauty goddess. Freya applied a thin layer of primer to my face, its silky texture feeling weightless on my skin. Next, we move on to the fun part, foundation. We need to find your perfect shade match. This might take some trial and error, but we'll get there. We're looking for something that blends seamlessly into your skin, like a second skin. She held up a variety of foundation bottles, squinting at each one before applying a small amount to different parts of my face and neck. She murmured. I'm thinking this one might be too pink for your undertone. We don't want you looking like a Instagram influencer wannabe, all orange and fake tanned. I giggled, feeling a rush of affection for her honest and slightly harsh opinion. Got it! She exclaimed, holding up a bottle with a triumphant smile. This one blends perfectly. See? It's like it disappears into your skin. I peered at my reflection, impressed by how the foundation seemed to unify my complexion, giving me an airbrushed finish. Contouring time! Freya exclaimed, reaching for a palette of powders. We're going to sculpt those cheekbones, girl. Give you some definition and angles. Suck in those cheeks. She began to dust a darker shade of powder along the hollows of my cheeks, my jawline, and the sides of my nose, blending it out with a fluffy brush. There, she said, stepping back to admire her handiwork. Now you've got cheekbones to die for, and your nose looks so refined. A little highlight on the peaks of your cheeks now, just to add a touch of glow. She swept a shimmering highlight powder onto the apples of my cheeks, and I felt my features transform under her skilled hands. Eyes, she declared, picking up an eyeshadow palette. This is where the magic happens. For a smoky eye, we want to blend, and blend some more. No harsh lines. We're going for mystery and seduction here. Freya selected a range of gray and charcoal shadows, explaining the placement of each shade as she applied them to my lids, blending and building up the intensity. Now, for the pièce de résistance, lashes. Falsies are a must for this look, Mart. They'll open up your eyes and give you that flirty, sultry vibe. I held my breath as she carefully applied a set of luxurious mink lashes, gluing them along my lash line. There! She exclaimed, stepping back. Look in the mirror. I obeyed, my breath catching in my throat as I took in my reflection. I barely recognized myself. My eyes were transformed, smoldering and mysterious, framed by thick, fluttering lashes. My skin looked flawless, my cheekbones sculpted, and my lips, painted a deep berry shade, finished the look. "Wow," I whispered, turning to Freya, unable to hide my delight. "I can't believe this is me! I feel like a whole new person!" Freya's eyes sparkled with pride and excitement. "You look incredible, baby! I knew you'd make a stunning woman. Now, let's get you into your outfit. I've got something special in mind." She disappeared into the wardrobe, leaving me to admire my reflection, running my fingers gently over my transformed features. "Here," she said, returning with a garment bag. "Step into this. Careful not to smudge your makeup." I did as she instructed, feeling the soft fabric of a dress slide over my body. It hugged my curves, accentuating my waist and flaring out at the hips. "It's a wrap dress," Freya explained, cinching the waist with a thin belt. "The print is so fun and flirty, and the cut will show off your legs. Try it with these heels." She handed me a pair of strappy stilettos, which I carefully stepped into, my heart pounding with anticipation. "Now, for the big reveal." Freya led me to a full-length mirror, standing behind me with her hands on my shoulders. "Are you ready?" I took a deep breath and nodded. "Okay, turn around and voila!" I spun on my heels, almost losing my balance, and gasped. The woman in the mirror was a vision. The dress accentuated my newfound curves, the deep V-neck showcasing my décolletage. My legs, lengthened by the heels, looked miles long. The smoky eye added a touch of intrigue, and my hair, styled in loose waves, fell softly around my shoulders. "Freya," I whispered, my eyes filling with tears. "I've never felt so beautiful." She pulled me into her arms, kissing my temple. "You are beautiful, Mart. This is the real you, and I'm so glad you finally embraced it. Now let's go show the world what they've been missing. We're gonna turn some heads tonight, girl!" She linked her arm through mine, and together we left the house, two girls ready to take on the town, feeling more confident and glamorous than ever before. The night was a blur of laughter, cocktails, and admiring glances. We hit the dance floor, our bodies moving to the bass, feeling free and uninhibited. I felt eyes on me all night, but it only added to the thrill. As we made our way home, buzzing from the evening's adventures, Freya turned to me with a mischievous glint in her eye. "I have an idea," she began, a playful smile spreading across her face. "Let's keep this going. Let's make a weekend of it. We can go shopping tomorrow, get you a whole new wardrobe, the whole shebang." I grasped her hand, excitement building within me once more. "Yes, let's do it. I want to explore this side of me further. With you by my side, I feel like I can take on the world, or at least the fashion world." Freya's eyes sparkled with delight. "Mart, my love, you're a natural-born woman, and tomorrow we're going to unleash your inner fashionista." The morning sun streamed through the windows as we made our way downtown, arms linked, already plotting our shopping strategy. We had the whole day ahead of us, and I planned to make the most of it. "First stop, coffee," Freya declared, steering us toward a quaint cafe. "We need fuel for the mission ahead." We settled at a table, sipping our lattes and plotting our attack. "I've been thinking," Freya began, her eyes alight with excitement. "We should start with the basics. Build you a solid wardrobe foundation with some key pieces. Classic, timeless items that will never go out of style." I nodded, grateful for her wisdom and guidance. "Okay, so what are these key pieces? Oh, wise one." Freya grinned, clearly in her element. "Well, every girl needs a great fitting pair of jeans. We'll find you some that hug your curves in all the right places. A crisp white shirt is also a must-have. It can be dressed up or down, and it's so versatile. We'll probably need to get you a few of those. I pictured myself in a crisp white shirt, the fabric soft and fluid, tucked into a pair of form-fitting jeans. I like the sound of that, I said, taking a sip of my coffee. What else? A little black dress, of course. Every woman needs one hanging in her closet for those last-minute emergencies. We'll find one that showcases your new curves beautifully. My heart raced at the thought of embracing my curves and stepping out confidently in a bodycon dress. This is so exciting! I exclaimed, unable to hide my enthusiasm. Let's hit the stores. We finished our coffees and set off, our eyes scanning the storefronts as we discussed the pros and cons of various designers and brands. Ooh, let's start with jeans, Freya suggested, steering us into a boutique renowned for its denim. An hour later, I stood in the dressing room, my heart pounding as I tried on pair after pair of jeans, seeking that perfect fit that Freya had promised existed. No, this style isn't doing it for me, Freya called from outside the curtain. The cut isn't right for your shape. Try the next pair. I kicked off the current pair and slid into another, feeling the soft denim hug my legs. Better, Freya said, her voice full of encouragement. But still not the one. Keep going. I tried on 4 more pairs, each time stepping out to model them for Freya, who assessed each pair with a critical eye. Aha! She exclaimed as I stepped out in the 7th pair. Now these, my dear, are perfect. The dark wash flatters your legs, and the cut accentuates your bum beautifully. They fit like a glove. I turned to admire my reflection, feeling the denim sculpt and shape my body. They're amazing! I agreed, smoothing my hands over the fabric. I feel like $1,000,000. Freya beamed, clearly sharing my satisfaction. Now let's find some shirts to go with them, she said, consulting her mental shopping list. And then we can hunt for that little black dress. By late afternoon, my arms were laden with bags, and my feet were begging for a rest, but the thrill of the shopping spree had me buzzing with energy. I think we've earned a cocktail break, Freya declared, leading us toward a stylish bar nestled between 2 fashion boutiques. We can take a load off, review our purchases, and plan our next move. We settled into a cozy booth, our bags piled up on the seat beside us, and ordered a round of cosmopolitan cocktails. Cheers, Freya said, clinking her glass against mine. To a successful shopping expedition and your new wardrobe. Cheers, I replied, savoring the sweet, tangy sip. And to you, my dear wife, for your incredible guidance and patience. Freya smiled, her eyes warm with affection. It's been a joy, Mart. I love seeing you embrace this side of yourself, and I'm honored to be your fashion sensei. I blushed, feeling a rush of gratitude and love for my supportive spouse. Now, she continued, her eyes lighting up, let's assess the goods. I want to see everything you bought. I opened the bags, laying out the outfits on the table between us. The perfect fitting jeans, a selection of crisp white shirts, a little black dress that clung to my curves, a tailored blazer, a silk cami, and a host of accessories. Freya examined each item, nodding with approval. Excellent choices, my dear. Classic, elegant, and nice. But I think we need one more thing. Something special to really round out your new wardrobe. I raised an eyebrow, intrigued. Oh? Yes, something a little more fun and adventurous. Something that really embraces your new identity. I think we need to find you a show-stopping, jaw-dropping, head-turning dress. Something that will make you feel like the belle of the ball. My heart skipped a beat at the idea. You really think so? Absolutely, Freya replied, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Let's find you something extraordinary. After all, every woman needs that one dress that makes her feel like a goddess, a force to be reckoned with. I took another sip of my cocktail, my mind already picturing the dress that would fit Freya's description. Okay, I said, setting down my glass. Let's do it. Where do we even begin to look for such a dress? Freya grinned, already planning our next move. The sun was setting as we strolled arm in arm through the city, our shopping bags a little lighter after leaving some items back at the house. I think it's time for dinner, Freya said, her eyes scanning the surrounding restaurants. We've earned a delicious meal after all that shopping. I nodded in agreement, my stomach rumbling in response. How about that Italian place we passed earlier? I suggested, remembering the rustic, cozy interior. I'm in the mood for some hearty pasta and a nice glass of red wine. Perfect, Freya replied, steering us toward the restaurant. It's been a while since we indulged in a proper date night, and what better way to cap off our shopping extravaganza? We entered the restaurant, the rich aroma of garlic and tomatoes enveloping us, and were shown to a cozy table for two. As we perused the menus, the buzz of the day's activities lingering, Freya took my hand, her eyes shining with happiness. This has been such a wonderful weekend, Mart. I feel like we've grown even closer, sharing this secret side of you. It's like discovering a new layer to our relationship, and I love it. I squeezed her hand, my heart full. I feel the same, Freya. Your support and encouragement mean the world to me. I can't thank you enough for helping me explore this part of myself. Our eyes locked, and in that moment, I felt a deep connection, a bond strengthened by our shared experience. The waiter appeared, saving us from any further mushy declarations, and took our orders, a hearty bolognese for me, and Freya opted for a vegetarian lasagna. And perhaps another glass of that delicious red wine, Freya added, earning a nod from the waiter. As we waited for our food, I sat back, content and relaxed, taking in the soft glow of the candle on our table, the gentle hum of conversation and clinking glasses filling the restaurant. You know, Freya began, her eyes sparkling with mischief. I can't wait to see you in that little black dress. It's going to look incredible on your new figure. I felt a rush of excitement, imagining myself slipping into the bodycon dress, the fabric molding to my curves. I can't wait either, I replied, grinning. But I think we should make an event of it. A special date night where we can dress up, go somewhere fancy, and just enjoy being glamorous. Freya's eyes lit up at the suggestion. Ooh, I like the sound of that. We can really go all out. Hair, makeup, the whole shebang. It'll be our celebratory night to commemorate your new style. I smiled, my heart warm with anticipation. It's a date then. Our glamorous date night. The waiter arrived with our meals, and we dug in, the rich flavors exploding on our palates, our conversation flowing easily as we enjoyed the hearty Italian fare. Thanks for watching, my girlies! Be sure to check out Patreon for more!